Jesus says your financial anxiety ends now. The solution involves You have stopped scrolling for a reason. Do not look away. Do not check the time. The feeling you have in your chest right now, that tightness, that heavy stone that sits there when you wake up and is still there when you try to sleep, that is not just stress. That is a signal. It is a spiritual alarm bell ringing in the unseen realm, and it has brought you to this exact moment, to these words, right now. You have been carrying a weight that does not belong to you. I see you. I see the calculator running in your head every time you walk into a store. I see the way you look at the gas pump numbers ticking up, feeling a panic you hide behind a calm face. You smile at your family, you tell them, it will be okay, but inside, you are screaming. You feel like you are walking on a wire, and one small wind, one unexpected bill, one car trouble, one letter in the mail, will knock you off. You feel alone in this. You look around and see others buying things, going places, living light, and you wonder, what is wrong with me? Why is it always a struggle for me? Listen closely. This struggle is not because you are bad. It is not because you are not working hard enough. You are the hardest worker in your bloodline. You are the one who fixes things for everyone else. When they have a problem, they call you. When they need money, they come to you, even when you have nothing left to give. You give from your lack, and they take from your sacrifice. But who checks on you? Who asks if your cup is empty? Nobody. Because you made them believe you are strong. You built a wall of strength so high that nobody sees the cracks forming at the bottom. But I see the cracks. I see the tears you wipe away in the bathroom so your children do not see. I see the way you stare at the ceiling fan in the dark, doing math that never adds up. You have been waiting for a break. You have been praying for a miracle. You have been saying, Lord, how much longer? The answer is, not one day longer. This video is not an accident. It is not an algorithm. It is a divine appointment. The fact that you are hearing this right now means the shift has already begun. But you must listen, because the solution is not what you think. It is not a lottery ticket. It is not a check in the mail from a stranger. It is something much closer. It is something you have overlooked. Jesus says your financial anxiety ends now. The solution involves your hands. Look at them. Look at your hands. There is something you do, something you make, something you know, that you have dismissed. You called it just a hobby. You called it just a small thing. You thought, nobody would pay for this. Or maybe you had an idea years ago, a business, a project, a creation. And you let a voice of doubt kill it. Maybe someone in your family, someone with a bitter heart, told you it was foolish. They laughed, or they just went silent, and that silence crushed your dream. I am here to tell you that the dream is not dead. It was only sleeping. And the specific financial attack you are under right now, the bills piling up, the sudden expenses, it is all a distraction. The enemy uses noise to keep you from hearing the music. The enemy uses fear to keep you paralyzed. Because if you move, if you actually take that step you have been scared to take, you will not just pay your bills. You will break a chain of poverty that has held your family for generations. You are the cycle breaker. That is why the attack is so heavy on you. That is why you feel like an outsider, even at your own dinner table. You feel different because you are different. You were marked for this battle because you are the only one strong enough to win it. But time is short. This is not a message for next year. It is not for next month. It is for right now. The angels are moving on your behalf. There is a window of favor opening over your life, specifically for your finances, but it is a narrow window. It is opening now, as you listen to this, and it will remain open only for a short time. Think about a specific door that closed in your face recently. Maybe a loan that was denied. Maybe a job that didn't call back. Maybe a person who promised to help and then vanished. You have been mourning that closed door. You have been asking, why? Stop asking why. That door did not close by accident. It was slammed shut to protect you. If you had walked through it, you would have been trapped. It was a cage disguised as an opportunity. I am preparing to open a gate for you. Not a door. A gate. A gate is wide. A gate lets in not just you, but your whole family. A gate means overflow. But to walk through it, you must let go of the anxiety. You cannot carry the heavy bags of worry through this gate. They are too wide. You have to drop them. Right now. Drop them. Take a deep breath. Let it out. The anxiety you feel is a liar. It tells you that you will end up homeless. It tells you that you will be embarrassed. It tells you that you will fail. That is the voice of the enemy. The enemy knows that you are close to the breakthrough, so he is screaming louder. The dogs bark loudest when the stranger is at the door. Your blessing is at the door. There is a person in your life, I will not name them, but you will know who I mean. They always have something negative to say about money. They always talk about how hard times are. They complain about the price of everything. When you are around them, you feel drained. You feel your energy drop. This person is an energy vampire. They are unknowingly being used to keep you in a state of fear. You must silence that voice. You do not have to be rude, but you must protect your ear gate. Do not let their fear enter your spirit. For the next 24 hours, you must be careful who you listen to. Because what is coming is tied to your hands. There is a specific skill you have. Maybe you are good at fixing things. Maybe you can cook better than anyone you know. Maybe you can organize, or write, or build. Maybe you have a voice that comforts people. There is a seed in your house right now. Remember the story of the widow? She thought she had nothing. She said, "I have nothing in the house but a little oil." She was ready to give up. But the prophet told her to use what she had. And that little oil flowed and flowed until it filled every jar she could borrow. It paid her debts and set her free. You are looking for a river, but God is asking you to use the jar. What is in your house? What is in your hand? There is an idea you wrote down once. Maybe on a napkin, maybe in an old notebook, maybe just in the Notes app on your phone. You wrote it down and then you forgot it. You thought, "I don't have the money to start this." Hear me, you do not need money to start. You need faith to start. The money follows the movement. This message is your sign to go find that note. Go find that idea. Dust it off. Because the financial anxiety you feel is going to break the moment you take a step toward your purpose. The provision is hidden in the purpose. Do not wait until Monday. Do not say, "I will start next week." The spirit of procrastination is the brother of the spirit of poverty. They work together. Procrastination steals your time, poverty steals your resources. You must break the agreement with procrastination today. Something is happening in the spirit realm regarding a debt you owe. There is a specific bill that keeps you up at night. It feels like a mountain. But I tell you, it is a molehill. There is a shift coming. A refund, a rebate, a mistake in your favor, or an unexpected job is coming that will wipe it out. But this release is tied to your obedience. You have been asking for a sign. This is it. The fact that you have watched this far is the sign. Most people scrolled past. They saw the title and kept going. They are asleep. But you are awake. You are the chosen one of your family. The one who breaks the curse. I feel a heavy burden lifting off someone right now. You were feeling a sharp pain in your neck and shoulders, the stress weight. It is lifting. Breathe. There is a conflict coming. A small battle. It might happen today or tomorrow morning. Someone will try to cheat you. Maybe a cashier, maybe a service provider, maybe a misunderstanding at work. Do not get angry. Do not explode. That anger is a trap. If you get angry, you lower your vibration. You step out of the spirit and into the flesh. And when you are in the flesh, you cannot see the solution. Stay calm. Smile. Watch how the situation turns in your favor when you refuse to fight with the weapons of the world. There is a specific number you keep seeing. Maybe it is 1111, maybe 444, maybe 333. Or maybe it is a specific amount of money, like $120 or $500, that you keep needing or seeing. These are not random. They are coordinates. They are pointing you toward a destination. I want to speak to the person who feels like they have wasted their life. You think, "I am too old to start over," or "I made too many mistakes." You are looking at your past like a graveyard. But God looks at your past like a library. You have learned lessons that no degree can teach. You have survived storms that would have drowned others. You are not starting from scratch, you are starting from experience. Your financial anxiety is ending because your perspective is shifting. You are stopping the worship of worry. Yes, worry is a form of worship. It is meditating on the lies of the enemy instead of the promises of the truth. When you worry, you are saying, I believe the bad thing will happen more than I believe the good thing will happen. Stop it. Flip the script. Instead of saying, what if I lose everything? Say, what if I gain everything? Instead of saying, what if they reject me? Say, what if they have been waiting for me? The atmosphere around you is changing. Can you feel it? The air is getting lighter. But be warned. The moment you decide to trust, the moment you decide to use your hands and step into this new season, the opposition will try one last hit. It might be a car noise. It might be a small argument with your spouse. It might be a headache. Ignore it. Step over it. It is a shadow, not a wall. There is a forgotten bank account, or a forgotten asset, or a forgotten claim that is connected to your name. It might be small, but it is a seed. Or perhaps it is simply an item in your home, something you have been holding on to that you need to sell. Not because you are desperate, but because you are clearing space. You are holding on to old things because you are afraid you won't get new things. That is a poverty mindset. Release the old to make room for the new. There is a specific intense jealousy coming from a friend or relative. They smile to your face, but when you talk about your plans, their eyes do not smile. They change the subject. They ask doubt-filled questions. Are you sure that's safe? Don't you think you should keep your real job? They are speaking from their own fear. Do not let them plant their weeds in your garden. You must guard your dream like a newborn baby. You wouldn't let a stranger cough on your baby, so why do you let doubters speak death over your dreams? For the next 3 hours, I want you to be very quiet about your moves. Move in silence. The enemy cannot attack what he does not know. Build in the dark so you can shine in the light. The solution involves your hands. What are your hands good at? Are they good at gardening? There is money in the soil. Are they good at typing? There is a story in your fingers. Are they good at cleaning? There is peace in order, and people pay for peace. Are they good at driving? There is a path opening up. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. The oak tree is hiding inside the acorn. Your financial freedom is hiding inside that small idea you are afraid to touch. Jesus is saying, I have already blessed you, but you have not unwrapped the package. You are standing in a room full of gifts, crying because you think you are empty-handed. Open your eyes. The anxiety is melting away now. Replace it with action. Anxiety cannot live where action lives. Action kills fear. The moment you do one small thing, make one phone call, write one page, clean one corner, post one item for sale, the fear vanishes. You are entering a do-it season. No more thinking about it season. That season is over. That season kept you broke. The do-it season will set you free. I see a contract. It might be a literal paper contract, or a verbal agreement. It is coming within the next 7 days. It looks good. But read the fine print. There is a clause, a small detail, that you need to change. If you catch it, you will be blessed. If you miss it, it will be a headache. Ask for wisdom, and you will see it. Your eyes will be drawn to it. There is also a repayment coming. Someone owes you money. Maybe they borrowed it a long time ago and you wrote it off. Or maybe it was a job you did that you were underpaid for. The scales of justice are tipping. The universe demands balance. What was stolen must be returned. Sometimes it comes back from the same person, but often it comes back from a different source. But it comes back with interest. You are about to receive back pay from the universe. For all the times you were kind when they were cruel. For all the times you gave when you needed to keep. For all the times you did the right thing when nobody was watching. God was watching. And payday is approaching. But you must be ready to receive. If you are closed off, if your fists are clenched in worry, you cannot catch the blessing. Open your hands. This is why the solution involves your hands. Open hands can work. Open hands can give. Open hands can receive. Clenched fists can do none of these things. Let go of the anger toward the person who put you in this debt. Maybe it was an ex-partner. Maybe it was a parent. Maybe it was your younger self. Forgive them. Not for them, but for you. Unforgiveness is a blockage in your financial artery. It stops the flow. When you forgive, you unclog the pipe. The money can flow again. Say this out loud right now, wherever you are. Whisper it if you have to. I release the worry. I activate my hands. I am ready for the overflow. Feel that? That is the shift. Now, listen carefully. The enemy has a plan to distract you in the next hour. A notification on your phone. A sudden urge to watch something mindless. A desire to eat something you shouldn't. This is the resistance. It means you are close to the breakthrough. Push through it. Stay focused on this truth. The timeline is set. Between now and the next sunrise, a sign will appear. It will be subtle. A bird landing near you. A song on the radio that has a message. A stranger smiling at you in a way that feels familiar. This is the universe winking at you, confirming that the order has been received. You have felt like a failure because you compared your behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. Stop comparing. You are running your own race. And in your race, you are just about to hit the second wind. You were tired, yes. You were panting, yes. But the strength is returning. Not your strength. Divine strength. The financial anxiety ends now because you realize that you are not the source. You are the channel. The source is infinite. A channel just needs to stay clear. Your worry was the mud clogging the channel. Your faith is the water clearing it out. There is a specific investment you are thinking about. Not stocks, but investing in yourself. A course, a tool, a piece of equipment. You have been saying, I can't afford it. I say to you, you can't afford not to get it. That tool is the key to the next door. Trust your gut. If it feels light, do it. If it feels heavy, wait. Your intuition is your GPS. You have been ignoring it. You have been listening to logic, and logic has kept you safe but stagnant. Intuition is risky, but it leads to the promised land. The solution involves your hands. Is there a mess in your house? A pile of papers? A cluttered closet? Listen to me, clutter in the physical creates clutter in the spiritual. Money energy likes speed and clarity. It cannot move through a messy house. Tonight, spend 15 minutes clearing one area. Just one. As you throw away the trash, imagine you are throwing away the debt. As you organize the shelf, imagine you are organizing your bank account. This is a prophetic act. It signals to the heavens that you are preparing for guests. You are preparing for the guest of abundance. Do not skip this. The physical affects the spiritual. You are one decision away from a completely different life. One decision. Not a million steps. Just one turn of the key. And the key is in your hand. I feel a sadness in you about a lost timeline. You think, I should be further along by now. My friends own houses, and I am still renting. My friends are retiring, and I am still hustling. Stop looking at their clock. Their clock is not your clock. You are a late bloomer. Do you know what late bloomers do? They bloom when the weather is best, and they last longer. Your success will not be a flash in the pan. It will be sustained. It will be solid. It will be something you can pass down. The delay was not a denial. The delay was development. You were being built to carry the weight of the blessing. If you had gotten it sooner, it would have crushed you. Now, you are strong enough. The financial anxiety is leaving your body. Can you feel the heat leaving your head? That is the cortisol dropping. That is the peace of God which surpasses all understanding guarding your heart and mind. You are safe. You are held. You are guided. Now, I must tell you about the one who opposes you. There is an antagonist in your story. It is not a demon with horns. It is a system. A system designed to keep you asleep. A system that wants you to be a worker bee, producing honey for someone else to eat. They want you tired. They want you sick. They want you distracted. That is why the news is always bad. That is why the food is full of chemicals. That is why the apps are addictive. They are harvesting your attention because your attention is the most valuable currency on earth. When you give your attention to worry, you are paying them. You are funding the enemy. When you withdraw your attention from fear and place it on your purpose, on the work of your hands, you cut off their supply. You starve the beast. This is an act of rebellion. Being happy is an act of war. Being peaceful in a chaotic world is a revolution. You are a revolutionary. You just didn't know it. You thought you were just a person trying to pay bills. No. You are a warrior holding the line for your bloodline. The solution involves your hands because your hands are the weapons of creation. With your hands, you can mold reality. There is a project you left unfinished. Go back to it. There is a letter you didn't send. Send it. There is a call you didn't make. Make it. The anxiety is a fog. Action is the wind that blows it away. I am seeing a vision of a jar. It is a glass jar on a high shelf. It looks empty, but at the bottom, there is a key. You have to reach up to get it. You have to stretch. This means you have to do something that makes you uncomfortable. You have to stretch your faith. You have to stretch your courage. Comfort zones are where dreams go to die. If you are comfortable, you are in danger. If you are a little bit scared, you are on the right path. That nervous feeling in your stomach? That is not fear. That is excitement without breath. Breathe into it. Transform the anxiety into anticipation. Something good is coming. Wait. Type Amen.